Nightcrawler, and it's for a Steelbook coming from Shout Factory. I don't know if that's Scream Factory. I don't know if it's Shout Factory, but it's a Steelbook of Nightcrawler that was listed, a 4K version listed in June of next year.
Man, I don't want to piss on Shout Factory's grave, Matt.
But
that End of Watch Steelbook they just put out, which is another Gyllenhaal movie. I don't want some goofy...
weird painting.
Yeah, I don't want a goofy cover for Nightcrawler.
Yeah, I don't either.
This movie's awesome. This movie's excellent. I don't want a goofy cover.
No, I agree. I
could accept it on something like End of Watch where it's kind of mid, you know?
Yeah.
But Nightcrawler deserves some class.
Yeah. June 6th, 2026 was the date that was posted on Barnes & Noble for this. Like you said, great Jake Gyllenhaal movie. At this point, I think I'm still waiting on Prisoners and Enemy from him. I think would be excellent in 4K. I haven't gotten those yet. 2 other titles of his that I would really love to see. Maybe if this is, but here's maybe a silver lining. Shout Factory putting this out in a Steelbook. Could Arrow put this out in the UK? Would you see them putting this out in the UK?
Honestly, dude, I always wanted. We did a segment once, and I wanted Second Sight to do Nightcrawler. I thought that would have been perfect. It was around like Drive. They did that.
Sure.
Era. I wanted a Second Sight Nightcrawler so bad. Could I see Arrow doing it if they have the rights?
Yeah, I don't know who's got the rights for the UK. I'm just thinking because Shout typically pairs up with Arrow on stuff.
Yeah. I could see it. I don't know if this. I really enjoy this film. I wouldn't want to wait. You know.
Yeah.
I would want confirmation on that. But if this Steelbook is going to be as, I don't know, what would you call that End of Watch Steelbook? Would you call it attractive?
No.
Was it good?
No, the Steelbook itself didn't look great at all.
Yeah.
But I don't care because I didn't like that movie. Like you said, I want this to look good.
Exactly. This one deserves a little bit more. Just get the OG poster.
Please.
Don't even overthink it.
No.
Just go with the poster.
Yes.
Fine. Done. Go to sleep. You've done your job.
You did your job.
That's all. This movie's classy enough for that.
Lindsay, do we got big fans of Nightcrawler out there?
Yeah, for sure. Nightcrawler was completely ignored by the Academy, Adam Schofield said.
It was.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal could have definitely been nominated for this. He totally should have been. And look at Riz Ahmed,
I love him.
Such a great and you know
why?
co-star.
You know why the Academy ignored it, and a lot of people probably did at the time, is because one, I think this movie represents younger people in our society. I know it's been like 10 or some years since it came out, more so than most. And it doesn't really give you a clear moral stance on it by the end of the film, you know?
Yeah.
And I just don't think people handle those kind of movies anymore. It's sad, but they just don't. There was no clear outright, like, he's bad and doesn't deserve a job. I mean, by the end of the movie, there's almost a sort of, I guess that's what we all have to do now kind of a thing. Like, you got to have this sick mentality to get anywhere. You know what I mean? And I don't think, because it didn't take some clear, we're going to shout it at the audience stance on it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of critics and, you know, the Academy Awards, they didn't know. They didn't really want to celebrate it because, hey, what if it turns out it's Fight Club? Yeah. We didn't want to. Yeah, I don't know. But that's what I think it was. But me personally, I love films like this where it doesn't give you the answers. It gives you a reflection. Yeah,
no, I agree. And I was blown away by Jake Gyllenhaal, who, I could be wrong. This is a fun fact. I believe he doesn't blink the entire time he's on screen.
I don't know. He blinks a lot in Prisoners. He really does. That's part of, remember he has that tick?
Yeah, he's got like that nervous tick.
See, that's how great Jake Gyllenhaal is an actor. Like one time he'll approach one role and it's like, I'm not going to blink. And he's going to approach another one. I'm going to overly blink.
Extra blinks.
That's extra blinks. That's the kind of levels you're working when you...
I got to make up for it. And from Nightcrawler, I got to make up for it with extra blinks.
Yeah. No, dude, he's phenomenal in this. Jake Gyllenhaal is a phenomenal actor. He's one of the best actors of his generation, easily.
You liked Jake Gyllenhaal before it was cool.
I did, dude. I did, right off the bat. It was 2 movies. It was The Good Girl and Brokeback Mountain. Mm-hmm. Those were the 2 movies. And the reason was, both of those movies, he was unsung. in them. Nobody cared. When The Good Girl came out, it was all about Jennifer Aniston. That's not Rachel from Friends, you know?
Yeah.
But nobody realized how well he was playing that character. He was walking this line of playing him as an emo kid. Like, he played him unsympathetically, and it added to the point, to the comedy. It was just like, very few actors his age at that time, I think, could have walked that balance in that movie without turning the character into something just ultra sympathetic. You're laughing at him in that movie. It's like, he's great. Brokeback Mountain. Heath Ledger had the showier role. It's his story. He's the one who's coming out and wrestling with everything. And I actually heard this at one point. Somebody say Gyllenhaal was bad in that movie. And I was like, what? I was like, dude, think about it. What kind of guy would bring Ennis Del Mar out of the closet? It would have to be like the way he's kind of a little aloof and goofy and a little, you know, he's not a bad actor. He's playing that character perfectly.
And he's hot.
To some. Nah, he's fucking
you got to bring him out of the closet somehow. I mean, the hotness works too, Russ. Don't forget, he's hot.
Why do you think I was watching Brokeback Mountain? Jesus Christ. No. No, but for real, he had to play it that way. That made sense for the story. If it was another Ennis Del Mar, if he had played it like some repressed, you know, the way Heath Ledger was, there would be no connection. It wouldn't make sense. And if you look through Gyllenhaal's filmography, that is the case in almost every movie he's done, unless he's like doing something for a paycheck, like the Spider-Man. You know?
End of watch. Southpaw. Roadhouse Part 2.
Well, I'll justify Southpaw and Roadhouse because he's into that, like UFC stuff and all that. So yeah, he's doing it for a paycheck. He's like, I get to work out, do something I like, and get paid for it. You know,
hell yeah.
But I didn't see Southpaw. I'm sure he brings something to it.
Maybe.
You know.
Well, he definitely brought something to this movie, and I'm excited that it got announced. I've been waiting for this movie to get announced in 4K. It sucks that it's like halfway through the year of next year before we're going to get it, unless some other studio puts it out first. But it's coming.